Everyone, welcome back to another video. Peter here. Today's video is a full review of Hendley's Untitled. This is the latest one from Hendley, and yeah, this one is fairly simple in the note list that it gives. It lists vetiver, sandalwood, iris, and musk as the official notes for this one. And really, I don't perceive other notes beyond that. It does feel like a harmony between these kind of accords, I would say, of the sandalwood accord and iris accord and musk accord, with a little bit of a nice vetiver in there. It's a harmony and a balance between these notes. So it comes off a little bit more of a minimalist kind of contemporary composition for me, but very well executed and very well balanced and smells really good. When you first spray this one, the initial thought to me was, oh, this is a really nice sandalwood note. I get the sandalwood first. There is a texture to it, and I did almost think, oh, I wonder if there's maybe a little bit of something like Texas cedar, where you get kind of that really nice kind of woody kind of grain. It does kind of have a grainy woodiness in the opening. I'm not sure whether that might be a hint of cedar. It's not listed, but it could be the actual tone of maybe like a natural sandalwood has sometimes kind of these more grainy kind of aspects rather than super smooth, or it could even be maybe a hint of the vetiver playing a part there, but there is a woody, rough kind of texture. It's not completely smooth in the opening. I like that. I like the texture. Then it gets kind of creamy smooth, but sandalwood, and it goes into this kind of creamy smooth sandalwood paired with kind of what I would say kind of like an ironone like iris accord that's very well balanced, harmonized between that sandalwood note. The vetiver, you can smell it, I think, but a little bit further behind the sandalwood, but it goes through phases on my skin, and I found this interesting. Every time I've worn it, and every time I go to smell it at different points as it dries down, it gives you a different note. As in, sometimes you'll smell it and you'll get sandalwood. The next time you'll smell it, you'll get more of this kind of ironone, irisy kind of tone coming through. And then other times you'll smell it and you'll get a little bit more of the vetiver, and it'll be a bit more earthy, a little bit more rooty. So it's interesting, you know, how it kind of plays around and gives you a little bit more of one particular note. It's interesting that it changes that way, but it's cool. But in general, I would say sandalwood and the ironone-like component of the iris accord is what I get the most frequently with playing around with the vetiver. And there is a muskiness to this, but it's not to describe it to you, it's not white musk, it's not a clean musk, it's not going to remind you of clean laundry or clean linen. It's not that kind of musk at all. Imagine kind of more like almost more like ambrette or something, where it's kind of soft, it's textured. It just gives it kind of a soft, I don't want to say pillowy, but a cushioned kind of soft aura to the fragrance without smelling like I say, of clean white musks. It's not that kind of musk. It's just kind of adds a gentle kind of soft texture to the fragrance. You get a little bit more of that in the dry down and the mid of the fragrance, this kind of softness, which is very nice, just kind of coating the fragrance a little bit. There's no massive swings or changes with the fragrance. There isn't really, it's not in a classical structure, as in there's no top, mid and base. It's kind of, you have this really nice accord that's quite evenly balanced, and then it kind of tails down into getting a little bit more musky in the dry down with no massive swings or changes. I would say this is really good if you like sandalwood fragrances in particular. If you like sandalwood, this will be one you probably want to check out. This one I would say is completely unisex, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, and are quite versatile in the sense of I could wear that dressed up, dressed down, you know, like this, or in a suit, whatever kind of day, whatever event I'm going to. It doesn't strike me as putting it in a box to a certain thing. It's quite versatile. I could wear it comfortably wherever, whoever I'm meeting, however I'm dressed. and it works fine. It's very likable. It's not going to really offend anybody, and it's quite safe. So, you know, quite versatile. In terms of season, I would say spring and autumn is the ideal for this one. Might not cut through the cold winter, and I probably wouldn't wear it in hot summer days. Spring, autumn, daytime or nighttime, like I say, completely unisex. And yeah, there's not too much more I can say about it. It's not too hard to describe, so to speak. It's, like I say, kind of minimal. If you like sandalwood, it'll be one to check out. In terms of performance for this one, in longevity is around 5 hours on my skin, with a soft, kind of modest personal projection and sillage. The bubble is more intimate, and it does leave a little bit of a trail. I had a chat with Maximilian Huesler, because he's tried this one as well, and he also likes it. He gets actually a little bit more longevity than me, I think a couple of hours more, so more like in the region of 8 hours. So it is skin chemistry dependent, and I've heard other people talking that it lasts longer on them too. So when I say 5 hours, you know, I guess count it kind of 5 to 8 hours seems to be the normal kind of range for this one. It's well done, it's well balanced. Yeah, it's great. Check it out if you haven't done, and yeah, let me know if you've tried it, and I'll see you again next time with another video. Bye everyone.